Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Man, oh man, it has been 16 years since the original Ghostbusters appeared in their own video game. I'm happy to say the boys in beige are back once again to clean up the city of New York. This game pays tribute to the real Ghostbusters cartoon, which lasted a whopping 7 seasons. Now, the plot takes place around Thanksgiving of 1991, and Peter, Ray, Winston, and Egon are looking to franchise the Ghostbusters. They've even hired their own new recruit to test their equipment. In the Wii version, gamers can play as either a dude or a girl-buster. The opening stages has you trying to recapture Slimer, fight it out with a nasty, crazy poltergeist chef, and even face off against fan favorite Mr. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. After each chapter, you return to the firehouse, and this is the hub between worlds, if you will. Here you can explore the firehouse, chat with your fellow Ghostbusters, and look at props from the movies, as well as replay any stage you want by going to the TV. To leave the firehouse, you have to ride in Ecto-1, which was awesome. Once you start a mission, you can either go solo or play the entire storyline with a friend. Since you're the rookie of the group, Ray and Egon ask you to be their guinea pig and try out the new equipment. These new weapons include the boson darts, a shock blast, which if you think it's kind of like a shotgun, the positively charged green slime from Ghostbusters 2 returns, and a new stasis blaster, which is used to freeze ghosts and destroy obstacles. Still, the whole point of this game is to bust the ghosts and save New York from being sucked into the 10th level of hell again. The controls are actually pretty straightforward. In order to shoot your proton pack, what you do is you'll have this circle on the screen and you aim with the Wiimote, and then you press the B button so you can see we're busting this ghost. Now, once we weaken the ghost after shooting him for a while with your stream, you will automatically lasso onto the ghost. Arrows will appear on the screen, and you have to slam the ghost around in the direction that the Wiimote is telling you to move. You release the trap by pressing the Z button. The trap closes automatically, so no worries there. Now, you cycle through your different tools by pressing the gamepad. Busting has never been this easy, or for that matter, this fun. Some ghosts don't even need to be trapped. They will be automatically vaporized when you're blasting them. Just like the HD Ghostbuster games, you have fully destructible environments in the Wii game as well. So if you want to, say, destroy everything in your path, you so can. Although you'll make the city of New York pay a lot, but who cares? It's a blast! Sadly, this game does have some minor difficulties. For one, the 4-player multiplayer that this game had in development by Red Fly has been axed. Now, this mode would have been cool because not only could you have played as your favorite Ghostbuster, but players could also have played as ghosts. The game has some minor glitches where at least once I had to restart a mission because I couldn't get past the game glitch. Like here you can see the wife and I are playing 2-player, and there's this glitch where my character, as I'm trying to knock the bridge up, my character floats right through the bridge. So that was pretty annoying. Only the DS owners are allowed to drive an Ecto-1. Although it's not as much fun as you would think, considering that that has a time limit. But still, I think it would have been pretty cool to drive an Ecto-1, but that's just me. The last thing I have wrong with this game is the Ghostbuster partner AI itself. Now, it's downright pretty pathetic. Well, unless you have 2 or 3 other busters with you, because what happens is, they get surrounded by different ghosts, and when you're out fighting and stuff, they get KO'd, and then you have to run and try to rescue them. You could easily be knocked out yourself, which it's especially very difficult when you're fighting this golem thing in the graveyard.
Run!
I don't care if I'm going to sound like every reviewer out there, but you know what? Busting really does make me feel good. It's seamless and easy and incredibly addicting. I was really kind of worried how the gameplay would be for the Wii game, considering that most developers don't take the time to really make Wii games great. Luckily, once the game released, all my worries were completely vaporized. Playing with the Wiimote really makes you feel like a Ghostbuster like never before. I'm still amazed at the finished product, and other companies should take a cue from Red Fly's gameplay and the development of this game. This is a Wii game that you cannot be without, and you have to consider owning it in your collection. But the icing on the cake is being able to play the whole story of this game with a friend, not just selected online modes like the PS3 and 360 game. Because the Ghostbusters are all about teamwork, the two-player feature is wonderful, because sometimes things get too hairy by yourself, and adding a friend to the mix makes the game a lot more interesting and even more fun to play, if that's even possible, especially for some of the more difficult ghosts. Plus, you don't have to always rely on all your AI Ghostbusters either. So you have a big sigh of relief because you and a friend can go and play, and then the other Ghostbusters will actually help you. All the environments are fully destructible, but maybe not to the degree of the HD games. But pretty much you can blast stuff to your heart's content and actually do get more points for being more reckless instead of a careful buster. The music in this game consists of the unreleased score by Elmer Bernstein, and even new original music based on the first and second Ghostbuster movies, which was actually pretty cool. Unlike the voiceover problems people seem to be complaining about, the lip sync issues, and the animation was too stiff for the original cast for the PS3 and 360 games, the Wii and PS2 sound and voice quality is way better, and it actually fits the cartoony characters perfectly, because of their exaggerated looks and emotions are spot on and incredibly funny. Plus, the quality and the sound is so much better because you can actually understand everything they're saying. So you get all the witty banter and everything. It is just great. Another great quality for this game is actually the design and the presentation for the Wii and PS2 game. Dan Aykroyd himself was very pleased and impressed with the art direction that Red Fly went for this game, and he really liked how he and the other Ghostbusters characters and the world looked for this version of the game. Now, the Wii and PS2 game looking like a cartoon is not a weakness by any standard. I personally love the real Ghostbusters show more than the live-action movie, though this game made me really happy. I am most impressed that Red Fly did not just make a port of this game either, which sadly is the case most of the time for Wii games. The only way that you guys are going to feel like you're busting ghosts and that you really have a proton pack is playing Ghostbusters on the Wii. Just holding the Wiimote in your hand and aiming the controller at the screen and pressing the B button to lasso that ghost and then trap them. It is so insanely fun, and it never, ever gets dull, no matter how many times you play it. That is wicked cool. So that being said, this game, it has astounding music, top-notch voice acting, an engrossing storyline, wonderful and downright hilarious humor, solid co-op play, incredibly high replay value. So Game Night's Entertainment is proud to award Ghostbusters the video game for Wii 8.9 out of 10. What a great way to celebrate 25 years of the Ghostbusters and introduce the franchise to a brand new audience at the same time. So here's hoping that the floodgates stay open and pave the way for a new movie starring the original cast. Okay, so anyway people, thank you so much for watching this in-depth review from one Ghostbusters fan to another. Remember to keep checking back more often for new reviews, interviews, news, and don't forget to listen to our weekly radio show every Tuesday. Well, this is K-Wing saying God bless and happy gaming, and until the next time, see ya.
What a mess down here.
Ray, Peter, we're in position. The trap is set. We're prepared to capture Stay Puft. Where is he?
He's that white puddle you're driving through. Timing's off by just